Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and step on our mats. Welcome back to Aligned by G. My name's Grace, guys, for those of you visiting for the first time or landing on my page. As always, it is such an honor to be here with you guys. I feel so happy. I have not been able to take a moment and record a workout for you guys, and I was like dying to do this, my friends. Your girl has been really busy. I always start by telling you guys a little bit about my personal life, just because I realize how much this page has become my vlog of life, and regardless of who watches this or not, and or who receives this beautiful workout for your own good, it is also a place where I come and I just realize, oh my gosh, what is happening? It is truly my time to myself, even though I share it with you guys. So, yeah, I feel like today I just wanted to share how Arizona has been raining like nonstop. I had not been able to come out here for that reason as well. Every morning it had been raining, which, like, you would think we would be really happy for, but when a state does not receive that much rain, it gets a little depressing real quick for sure. So, luckily, I do work at two studios that have given me my daily practice nonetheless, and it's been really busy, and so I had chosen to pick up a lot of the subbing that was being offered, and so that was another reason why I hadn't made it to you guys. So here we are, guys, nonetheless. Today it's sunny. I waited for the sun to come out because it was a little bit too cold in the morning, so I finally have given my son his schoolwork, and he has some reading time now, so this is our time together on the mat. So, okay, that was a lot of talking. Let's get to it now. For today's workout, I do have some couple equipment. This is actually one of the routines I did this week, which I thought was awesome because I really loved it, and I just wanted to practice because it always helps me stay a little bit connected and practice my cues with you guys as well. I use the block, so if you have that, awesome. If you don't, you can actually accomplish this whole workout without any equipment. So you listen to your body. Every day is different. You might not want to add a band. I have a medium band. It's pretty brand new, so I'm gonna have a hard time breaking this one in. I actually just found it in the back of my closet. I was like, wait, I could use this. And in addition to that, we're also going to be using some 5-pound weights. You can also use ankle weights if you have them, some water bottles, whatever you may want. Again, you don't necessarily need the equipment, just your beautiful souls. So, wow, was that lengthy, my friends? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start on our backs today. So if you do have those ankle weights, like I said, and you would like to incorporate those, by all means, go ahead and grab them, prop them on, and let's get to it. This is going to be about a 40-minute workout, my friends. Full body, like I said. Get ready to sweat and get ready to feel it. Let's get to it. We're starting on our backs today, all the way down, just tapping into our breath, inhaling in through your nose and out through your mouth. Beautiful. We made it to our mats. Nothing else matters, just ourselves for this amount of time. So breathing in with intention in through your nose and out through your mouth. 2 more here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe setting an intention, a word or a phrase that's going to keep us centered and grounded. For 1 more. And exhale. Beautiful. On our next inhale, let's go ahead and grab the band. We're going to go place it on our ankles and extend our legs out straight. We're going to be driving our heels down onto our mat. We're going to grab that block, or if you don't have the block, just go ahead and bring your hands out in front of you. Find those straight arms. You're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're slowly going to peel your shoulders off the mat, and you're going to find a pause. You're going to inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to lift an inch higher and pause. As you're doing so, you're driving through your heels. As you lift, you pause, and then exhale, lift all the way forward. Find a little forward fold. We're starting with a roll up here today. So really inhale, roll your shoulders away from your ears, and then you slightly tuck your tailbone. You drive your heels down onto your mat and you come back about an inch. Inhale, exhale, lower down another inch. You find that beautiful C curve down your spine and you exhale, drop it down one more inch, and then all the way down to your mat. You take a deep inhale, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. You exhale, lift up. Exhale, lift up an inch more, half an inch more, and then forward fold. Beautiful. We're going to keep this going for 3 more. Each time we stop, it's a slight tuck of your tailbone, and then you keep that beautiful open spare waist between your chin and your chest. Each inhale lengthens you, and your exhale gives you power to lift. Beautiful. Find that beautiful pause and lift, and you keep it lifting till you come all the way forward. Beautiful. 2 more here. Yes. So good. Taking it inch by inch, feeling each vertebrae, and then dropping down. On the next one, we inhale, we exhale, lift for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. This next time, we're going to roll only halfway down, my friends. Find that C curve. You're going to twist to your right, keeping those hands straight in front of you. Twist to center. You find an arm curl. Take it back out, and then twist to the left. Center, curl, extend, twist right. Center, curl, extend, twist left. And we keep this going for 6. Remember, your rib cage and your ribs are besties. So what I'm trying to say is we want to keep those ribs engaged and interlaced. So we want to pretend like they're wrapping their wrists around each other, holding hands, keeping your waist super tight. We got 2 more. Last one. We keep it center. We extend, and then we're going to twist to the right, and you're going to find little pulses, really getting into your oblique twist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, come back to that beautiful C curve, and then you're going to pulse twist to the left. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Find that beautiful back bend here, and then exhale, come back up. You're going to cross your feet. You're going to slide that band towards your thigh, and then you're going to cross your feet in front of you. You're going to come into your first tabletop position. But before we do and start, we're going to grab those weights, place them out in front of you. You're going to grab your block, and you're going to place it underneath your right knee first, okay? We're going to have those hips aligned with our knees and our shoulders aligned with the wrist. As always, you're going to have your higher version of yourself at the top of your mat, and you're going to start zipping up through your core. Remember, this is your luggage on this 45-minute vacation, so make sure that you keep that luggage zipped up. Now from here, we're going to start with the disco hip, just lowering and lifting that left knee. You lower, bring it back to center, and then drop it down. You're aligning it with your right knee. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Yes. Beautiful. Now you can flex your foot here, maybe pointed, but you're looking at the top of the mat because we want to create that long spine. We got 3. In 2, we're going to lengthen that left leg. Last one. You lift up that left knee, you extend that left leg out, and you're going to extend your right hand out. You're going to bring your knee to your elbow, bring it back out. Beautiful. Knee to elbow, and then extend. Yes. So we're getting into that stability challenge, as well as that glute work by pressing those left glute out and back, and as well as a little shoulder warm up. Beautiful. For 4, in 3, we're going to pick up that weight. Try to keep those hips at the same level. You want to pretend you have 2 lights on those protruding bones, and they're facing down towards your mat. Last one, you're going to hold it here. You're going to tap your toes and arms down, pick up your weight. You lift up the weight, you bring your knee to elbow one more time, and then bring it back out. Every time you bring your knee to your elbow, find your wrist to be facing towards you. Beautiful. We're only lifting to shoulder height, so it doesn't need to be higher. It just needs to be at your shoulder height. Yes. You lower, lift, knee to elbow. Lower, lift, knee to elbow. For 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. You lower and lift, little pulses, just up and down, straight arm, straight leg. For 5, keep the core in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to drop that weight down, and you're going to bring your hand back squared with your shoulders. Keeping that left leg lifted, you're going to bend through your knee, finding a 90-degree bend through your knee. You're going to take an inhale. We're going to come into some tricep push-ups, so make sure those elbows are wrapping around your waist. You inhale, lower, exhale, lift up. Then you give me a little donkey kick. Press. Inhale, exhale, lower the leg, and lift. Yes. So you're almost kissing the mat when you come down onto those forearms, keeping the elbows really tight towards your waist. We don't want them flaring out. We want to use that triceps to really lift up. Oof. Yes. Now remember to zip up the core and find that beautiful long line from the crown of your neck to your tailbone. So good, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so spicy today. So this is part of our sculpt class where I teach, and I did it like 3 days in a row. No, 3 times in one day. And it was spicy, my friends, I tell you what. But I love a spicy. We love a new week. We love a new month. Happy December. I can't believe it. Last one here. We're going to lower and lift. Now hold that beautiful lift. Give me little pulses with that left leg up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stomp the ceiling. For 3, for 2, and 1. Hold that knee up. Can you just extend and curl that left leg? Yes. Getting into the hamstrings. For 8, 7, hold that beautiful strength. For 6, for 5, in 4, we leave that left leg extended. In 3, in 2, zip up the core, and 1. Ow. It is so spicy. All right. We're going to come down onto that right forearm. We're going to square ourselves, so making sure your shoulder is over your elbow. You're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to sweep your left leg forward, sweep it back, and you drop and lift that left leg. You sweep it out to the side, opening through your hips, and then sweep it back. Lower and lift. Yes. Beautiful. So that sweep stays about hip height, maybe a little bit lower, just depending on how much range of motion you have through your band. Again, mine is brand new. So this is so spicy. As we do so, can we try to keep that beautiful weight in the middle of our core and not dump to the right? Yes. You got 3 more. Inhale, exhale gives you power to sweep. Inhale, lengthen, sweep it back. Last 2, my friends, and I am burning so much. This is crazy. Last one, sweep it forward. Keep that left leg out. Give me little pulses up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ow. Hear me out. Hopefully your band is not as crazy as mine. You're going to bring your right knee over. Actually, I'm going to have to take this off. Go ahead and take that band off, keeping your right knee on the block. That was intense. That band was way too much for me right now, guys. Okay. If your band is not as tight as mine, you can actually keep the band here, no big deal. But in my case, I had to ditch it for right there. You're going to grab your weights. You're going to take an inhale. Bring one weight down to your arm, right arm. You're gonna have your wrist facing away from you. Bring your left hand behind your head. You have a beautiful line from your toe all the way down to your crown of your head. You're gonna inhale, lower, exhale, lift. We're coming into a little kneeling oblique work here. Working those side obliques, that top oblique. Inhale, lengthens, exhale, they lifts up. When you lift up though, we're not lifting over our left thigh. We're keeping it in line with our hip. So you inhale, lower, and exhale, come back up. Beautiful. It's almost like you're drawing a line with your elbow on the ceiling or the sky if you happen to be outside like me. For 4. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, gives you power to lift. 2 more. On this next one, you hold that beautiful side, you give me an arm curl, and then you lift back up. You lower, supine curl, so wrist facing away from you, and then come back up. Yes. We lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Yes. For 4 more. This in a heated class was fire, guys. The heart rate gets up, the mind starts racing, and this is where you tap into your breath. For 2, last one, we're just gonna hold that curl, keep that side bend. For 6, tuck your tailbone ever so slightly, we wanna protect your back. Bring the ribs down. For 3, for 2, and 1, lengthen that right arm out and give me little pulses just with the obliques. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. All right, you're gonna swing your right knee around. Again, if you have that band, beautiful. If you've ditched it by this point, that's okay. That was my session, so no judgment zone, it's just you. Go ahead and align that left knee with your ankle in the front. We're gonna create a 90-90 lunge. We're gonna bring those weights out to your side and take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna tuck your right toes behind you and hover that right knee off the block. You inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So it's a tiny little lunge here, really using that back leg and that front thigh to start evening out that weight. We don't wanna dump, and we don't wanna just dump on the back leg. So you wanna make sure you are stepping on train tracks. Essentially, you should be looking like this. Yes, really finding that slight tuck of your tailbone. We got 4. In 3, we're gonna add those arms. In 2, and 1. On this next one, as we lift all the way up, we're gonna bring our hands out in front of us, straight arms. Using our shoulders, we lower, press and lift. It's a full lunge now with 2 straight shoulders straight out in front of us. Yes. And lengthen. For 6. For 5. So really just lengthening through that back leg. For 4. 3. Shoulders away from your ears. 2. And 1. We're gonna hold the arms out. Give me little pulses with the legs. For 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold the arms there. Just cross them up in front of each other. Little zigzags. For 8. 7. Hold your lunge. For 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Go ahead and hinge over the left thigh. We're gonna curl those arms to the side. Step that right toe in. You extend that right leg back as you find the tricep extension. Inhale. Exhale, step it back. Yes. So that beautiful hinge comes from your waist. All of your body weight, well, not all of it, but 90% of it is on that left leg, left glute. Yes. Now really lengthen and curl the arms. For 8, 7, 6. You want to sink it down onto that left knee. It has a beautiful bend. For 3. Over and behind that block. For 2. And 1. Lengthen out the arms. Just give me little pulses. Straight arms up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that left foot forward. You're gonna give me little some deadlifts here. So we're just grazing those weights down onto your chins, really zipping up to the core, keeping those straight back, keeping that right heel lifted. It looks a little like this from the front. Yes. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ow. Beautiful, guys. You come back up. Go ahead and drop those weights for a second. If you did not lose your band, awesome. If you did, let's go ahead and place it back on those knees. We're going to come into some standing squats here, and they're going to be over the block. So make sure you have the band. Again, if it's not for you, no big deal. Just ditch the band for right now. But we're going to grab those weights. I want to make sure I'm like centered with you guys. We're going to bring those heels on top of the block, about block distance, like I said. And then you're going to grab those weights. Beautiful. We're going to start just with a beautiful squat and lift. Now, the squat is nice and deep in through your heels. So ladies, you almost want to pretend like you are on your high heels and you're sinking down into the smallest little toddler chair. Yes. Beautiful. For 4. In 3, we're going to add a little more. In 2, really zipping up through your core. Don't lose your luggage. In 2, and 1. Hold it here. Give me little pulses. Up and down. Half an inch. Down an inch. For 4. For 3, shoulders away from your ears. Zipping up to the core. For 2. And 1, coming back up. Hear me out. This time, let the shakies happen. Bring the heels together, the toes apart. You're making a slight V through your feet. Now, this naturally creates the zipping sensation through the mid-core, and you almost want to feel like you're squeezing something from underneath your glutes. Roll the shoulders away and bring those hands out in front of you. You're going to come into a squat and an arm curl. You're going to lower and squat and lift. Every time you come down, you're creating a diamond shape in between your legs. Yes, but we keep that beautiful long spine. You bend and extend. Beautiful. For 4. In 3, we're going to add a little bit more rotator cuffs and those glutes. In 2. On the next one, you hold that beautiful squat. You bring your elbows out to the side, keeping them glued to your sides. You wrap your knees out. You bring it back to center, come back into your lift. So you squat, you wrap, center and down. Lower, wrap, center, down. Yes. Again, keeping those shoulders tight. That wrap should be fairly small, but knees are going out. Back to center. Yes. For 6, remember to breathe. Maybe you smile at yourself. Trick our brains into knowing that we love this movement. We love a little spicy. Last 2. Last 1. Keep it down here. Can you give me little pulses going out, making them sharp? Sharp. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Little pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands behind your back. Give me little pulses wrapping out. Keeping that squat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then up and down one more time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my friends. That is so spicy. Come back up. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. If you have some water, by all means, take a sip of water, because we're going to go right to it, the other side, my friends. So we keep that band over our thighs and we come down onto our mat. Whew. I'm telling you, I'm glad I broke this band, but it is no joke. And we're already halfway through our workout, my friends. Great effort today from all of us, wherever you are. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you have some beautiful sun like I do. Or you feel safe. Maybe it's at nighttime. I don't know what you're going through, but we made it. So let's just be here. All right, we place those weights out in front of us. We come back into that reverse, that tabletop, my apologies. Find those wrists over underneath your shoulders and those hips over those knees. We start with that disco hip. Actually, my friends, I'm gonna turn to this way so you guys can see my working leg at all times. Let's start with that disco hip. We lower and lift that right leg now, and lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Now remember, we find that beautiful higher version of ourselves at the top of the mat to create that long spine. As we're always looking down on our phones, it feels good to, reverse that hunch and bring in some length. 4, 4. In 3, we lengthen that right leg out and left hand. In 2. And 1, extend that right leg out, left hand. You lengthen, inhale, exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. You lengthen out, and then bring it back to center. Yes. So every time you find that knee to elbow, it creates a beautiful C curve down your spine. And then you lengthen back out, only kicking to your hip height and lifting to your shoulder height. 4, 3. In 2, we add that weight. And 1, you're gonna lower your hand, lower your foot, grab that weight. You're gonna bring your knee to elbow and extend. 4, 4. 4, 3. In 2, we lower and lift, straight arm, straight leg. And last one, we lengthen, we lower, we lift, knee to elbow. Down, up, knee to elbow. Yes. Remember, lengthening, finding stability, challenge, keeping those hips at the same level. 2 more. Last one. Keep that lift, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. We lower down those weights. This time, keep that right leg extended. Bring your hands about mat distance apart. We're gonna come into those wide push-ups here. You want your second and third toe to be facing towards the front, really widening through all fingertips. Go ahead and bend that right knee now. Find that 90-degree bend. You come into that press, push up, lower, and lift that right leg now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Now hear me out. You want those elbows to be pointing towards the back corners of wherever you are in time and place. Not to the side. You want that beautiful strength through your wrists and alignment through your body. So back corners, wherever you are, not wrapping around your waist this time. Beautiful. 3 more. 2. And last one, you kick it up. You lower and lift. Just that leg for 8. Pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen that right leg out. Come down onto that left forearm. You're going to find that beautiful square. Shoulder over elbow. You lift that right leg up. You sweep it out to the right, back to center, lower and lift. It's a sweep with a leg lift. Every time you come to that lateral sweep, your hips open up to the sky, and then they square back down to your mat. Yes. Again, keeping that beautiful weight even through our abdominals, not just dumping over to the left. I am exhausted by this point, my friends, with this band. Trick my brain. I smile for 2 more. All right, this next one, let's find those little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Take that band off. Take it off, my friends. If you want to keep it on, you have a little bit more of a range, do so. We don't want to compromise your form, so let's do what's right. Okay, we keep that left knee down, just twisting over to your right side. Again, grabbing that one weight. This time we place it over on our left hand. We create a beautiful alignment from our toe to our side. So we bring that right hand behind our head. Take an inhale. You lengthen. Exhale, pull back up. Creating that line on the ceiling as we lift through those right obliques. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. Yes. Maybe you even close your eyes here. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Today, felt the synchronicities of life, my friends, by seeing that hawk I tell you guys about. We were walking our dog this morning and I saw the hawk and I was like, he has something for 2 more. Last one. On this next one, we lower, flip that wrist open, find your curled, extend and lift. It's down, curl, lengthen, lift. So he had something on his talons, but when he flew over, I was able to see that it was just like twigs. So my husband's like, he's making a nest. So on today's episode, hawk gathering materials for a nest. Sorry guys, I just trying to take your mind off this spicy side. Last 2. And 1, you hold and curl for 6, for 5, 4, 3, tuck your tailbone, 2, and 1, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Okay. Keep that left knee down. Bring that right foot forward. You're finding that 90 degree through your knee. That back knee stays on your block. You bring your weights out to the side. Taking a deep inhale, roll your shoulders away. Exhale, hover off that block. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Yes. Beautiful. And we lift and lower. 4, 4. In 3, we're going to bring our arms into a 90 degree bend. In 2, and 1. On the next one, you're going to bring your hands to 90 degree bend. When you come into that full press, you press your shoulders out towards the ceiling and you drop them back to 90 degrees. You extend and drop. Yes. So it should look a little like this in the front. We're just coming into that full press and lower. Yes, again, keeping that beautiful space for your hips to drop into. You're stepping on train tracks, not a tight rope. Helps with the balance. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that hold, just the arms. Pulse it up for 8, 7. Zip up the core for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lengthen out in front of us. Beautiful. This time, those hands are going to go out in front of you, and then we're going to roll them in. We extend, tap it in. Again, keeping that beautiful bend through the right knee. Now we're keeping those shoulders glued to the sides of our bodies when we pull those elbows back into 90 degrees. Getting into a little row. Yes. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that right leg out. Find your little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5. Long spine, top of the mat. 3, 2, 1. Step it in. Little pulses in your deadlift. Keep that left leg lifted. Left heel. Yes. Grazing down through your shins. Flat back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Yes. Woo. Spicy, spicy. Let's go ahead and bring that block in front of you. Find your plank. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to tap right, tap center, lift that right heel up. Alternate sides. Tap outside your mat, then just lift it straight behind you. You tap and lift, alternating sides. Keeping that foot flex. Bring that spiciness back to those glutes. For 6, for 5, push the mat away. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now run it in, little mountain climbers. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, my friends. Find a child's pose. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. So good, guys. All right. Last little seconds here. We're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to get into some core, but we're going to also add combo in bridge. So let's ditch that band if you still have it on. And then we're going to come into our backs, bringing the block underneath your tailbone. It creates this natural little stance for it. It should not be painful. It should feel so supported. You have those knees facing towards the front, aligned with your toes. Bring those weights out in front of you. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lift that left leg up and bring your right hand behind you as you lift and tap that left toe down. So actually, my apologies, my beautiful friends. Bring those legs into tabletop position, reverse tabletop. Now, each time you inhale, you're going to tap the opposite hand behind and then tap your toes forward. Bring it back to center. You inhale, tap, and reach. Center. So we're getting into those lat pull downs with a toe tap. Yes, it's like a dead bug. We'll call it dead bug on the mat. Now, as you reach for that hand behind you, keep it in mind that you want it to stay in front of your ears. We don't want to over extend and our joints be compromised. So we want to keep that beautiful bend in your elbows as well. Now, as you're doing this, can you bring awareness to your rib? They want to be facing down towards your hips, not flaring. Yes, so good. 4, 4. In 3, we're going to combine it. Double leg, double hands. In 2. Last one. This time, bring those weights together. Every time you reach down, you give me that double toe tap. And then back to center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again. And then rather than just thinking about our moving limbs, can we think about the core staying nice and flat? Creating that long line from your spine to all the way down to your tailbone, as well as through your front side. Yes. And we lift. Beautiful. 4, 4. 4, 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring it back to center. Go ahead and drop those hips. And bring those weights out in front of you. Again, away from your ears. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lift the hips up. Inhale, tap them down. Exhale, lift. It should be a tiny 1/2 inch lift because you have that block to stop you. Yes, but now keep those ribs down. Beautiful. For 8. For 7. In 6, we're going to keep the hips up. In 5. In 4. In 3, we march it out. In 2 and 1, keep the hips up. Bring that right leg up. And then the left, marching it out right and left. Now the challenge here is to not drop the hips. They stay at the same level at all times. So bringing in that range of motion through those hip flexor joints right here. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Keep that right leg up. in a 90-degree bend. Now this time, you're going to extend that right leg forward as you come into a wide press. Inhale, pull it back in. You keep the hips lifted at all times and pull, lengthening and pressing wide. Yes. For 8, for 7, in 6 we hold. We got 5, 4, yes you can, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it back in, lengthen that right leg. Give me little pulses, just the hips. It goes up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Go right into the other side. This time, you bring me into a wide fly, keeping the legs, left leg extended. And then you bring those hands out to the side, keeping them straight, just with that beautiful bend through your elbow. It's a wide fly. Yes, so good. 4, 5, 4, 4, pressing down through all 4 corners of your right foot. That right glute is engaged for 2 and 1. Hold that left leg up. Little pulses with the right hips. Up, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down the weights. Take that block off and then give yourself a little hug. Yes, so good, guys. All right. This time, we're going to bring that block in between our thighs. We're going to take an inhale. On our exhale, we're going to lift the hips all the way up, squeezing the block, coming to the heels, dropping down the heels, dropping down the hips. You can keep those weights out in front of you, or you can bring the weights to your hips. You lift. Lift the heels, drop the hips. Up, up, down, and down, just through the hips and the heels. Lower, lower. For 6, squeeze that block. For 5, for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Keep the heels lifted. Rock your heels closer to your glutes. Give me little pulses, just halfway down, halfway up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, just the heels. They lower and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Get those calves for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop it down all the way. Keep those weights to the side. Bring your legs to tabletop, keeping the block in between your hands. Take an inhale between your thighs. Take an exhale. We're going to come into an ab curl. We're going to toe tap. Lift, lower the head, and up. We tap and lower. Lower and lift. For 8. For 7. 6. Every time we come up, we feel the shoulders peel off. We keep that beautiful space between our chin and our chest. For 4. For 3. Last 2. And the power of 1. Hold it here, grab your block. You extend your legs, bring them back to center. Switch the arms and center. Double leg stretch, double arms. You can stay here, or you can always drop your neck if you need to, release some tension. But we got 6, 5, 4, 3, back is planted in 2, and 1. You drop the head, lengthen the legs out in front of you. Give me little pulses, just straight legs up, just the core. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Give me little scissors, left and right. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Ditch the block. Go to bicycles for 8, 7. Finish strong here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. We made it, my friends. 40 super strong minutes, 41 strong minutes of work today. This last couple minutes are going to be just for stretching, coming back into ourselves, into our body. So bring those legs about mat distance apart. Bring those hands into a cactus shapes, and then just let them fall both to the left. Both knees come back to center and drop to the right. Inhale, exhale, let them fall. For 3, for 2, and 1. You're going to bring it back to center. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a little rock back and forth till you find a little seated position. So good, guys. We're going to come into a quick stretch, so just lengthen that left leg out. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, find a forward fold. Make it nice and gentle. Find your flat back first, and then find that beautiful bend. Maybe you give yourself a little love here for showing up, for giving yourself that self-love through movement, moving stagnant energy, especially during this time, right? Let's go ahead and switch it out right away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. 'Tis a time where our feels get a little bit moved. There's so much emotions, energy, good and bad. Not necessarily good and bad, but sometimes sad, sometimes overly, extremely happy. And to find that happy medium, to find that happy bend. Beautiful. All right, let's come into a wide butterfly position, bringing those heels together, knees apart. You inhale, roll the shoulders away. Exhale, find that beautiful flat back. Each time you get a little deeper. And then you find that beautiful forward fold, C curve down your spine, pushing the knees down with your elbows. And then coming back up. A little mermaid stretch, both legs go out to the left. You inhale that right hand up. And then exhale, side bend. And then inhale, center, other side. Inhale up, and then exhale, side bend. Keeping the hips down and over. Beautiful, my friends. In a seated position, maybe you find a cat-cow through your chest, maybe some hip circles here, some chest circles. And then we're going to end our practice how it started, with some breath by inhaling our hands up into the sky. And exhaling our hands in prayer. Maybe you close your eyes if that feels safe to you, and you just thank yourself for showing up, not only for you, my friends, but anyone who feels this higher frequency you elevated yourself into on your mat. I know you can always come back to this place, no matter where you are, on and off your mat. Thank you, guys. I am all done. You made it. We made it. I am so happy to be back. New month. Happy December. I cannot wait. I have some moving parts that hopefully will allow me to be back on my own space and upload for you guys. I know it's real. I know it's raw, but I still thank you guys for showing up even when I haven't been posting videos. That is so awesome. I love that this platform is timeless and that it's what it's for, guys. You can always come back here, whatever, as long as we move that body. So thank you, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.